do some numerical on vector, because numerical is very important play role in these two forces F and 2F. Act on a particle. Two forces F and 2F act on a particle. If the first force be doubled and the first force be doubled and the second force be increased by 60 Newton. Both are in Newton. Newton is the unit of force, as you know. The direction of the resultant remains unaltered. There is no change in its direction. Find the value of F. Value of force you have to calculate in this situation. Now let the resultant make an angle beta with the direction of force. Now solution. Let beta is the direction of resultant. Okay. In first case, when two forces are there, F and 2F, tangent beta will be equal to, what was the formula? 2F sine theta upon F plus 2F cos theta. Yes, this is the formula. As you know, tangent beta is equal to B sine theta upon A plus B cos theta. Okay. By this, you can write first case value tangent beta. Now the second case. In second case, what is the value of tangent beta? Because tangent beta direction is unaltered, no change in this, but the change in their values. And what was this? Yes. If the first force is doubled and the second force be increased by 16 Newton. So this is second force and this is increased by 16, and now this is first one is 2F and this is 2F second force, this is increased by 16. In this way you can write this equation. F become 2F and 2F becomes 2F plus 16. 2F plus 16. Now One of the logic is here. A upon B is equal to C upon D. If A upon B is equal to C upon D is equal to C minus A upon D minus B. Using this thing, you can write these equations as 2f sine theta upon f plus 2f sine theta is equal to 2f sine theta plus 16 sine theta minus, what is a 2f sine theta. 2f sine theta. In similar way, in denominator part, you have to write d minus b, 2f plus 16 cos theta minus f plus 2f cos theta. You have to use this logic in this to solve this equation. Now, after solving this, we can write 16 sine theta, because 2f sine theta cancel, only 16 sine theta is remaining. And here, after solving, you can see 2f cos theta cancel, and another minus f, only f plus f is remaining thing, and another is 16 cos theta plus 16 cos theta. This is the remaining part. 16 sine theta upon f plus 16 cos theta. Now, from here, in left hand side, you have 2f sine theta upon f plus 2f sine theta. Now, you can compare these things. Sorry, cos theta is here. Now compare this. Sin theta, cos theta, this is f. Now, from here, you can take 2f is equal to 16 and f become 8 meters. This is your answer. So, this is the very, very important logic which you have to use in this type of question where the direction is unaltered. Where the direction is unaltered. Okay. Now the next thing is Lami's theorem. What is Lami's theorem? Very, very easy theorem is this. By this you can solve numericals very fast or in a very easy manner. What is this? Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem. It says that if three forces, it says that if three forces acting at a point are in equilibrium, are in equilibrium, then each force is proportional. Then each force is proportional to the sine of the angle between the other two forces. What is its name? Now let us take an diagram. Suppose there are three forces A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Suppose these are three forces, and suppose this angle is alpha, this angle is beta, and this angle is gamma. Okay. Now according to this statement, we can take A upon sine alpha is equal to B upon, these are two another forces, and this is angle sine beta, C upon sine gamma. This is Lami's theorem, or you can say Lami's theorem. You can use this thing anywhere where this type of force or this type of condition you have. Now, condition for equilibrium of an object. You know the meaning of equilibrium? What is equilibrium? Equilibrium is that in which there is no linear motion of the object. No linear motion of the object. Means object can't move in this situation. There is no rotational motion of the object. Also no rotational motion. Can't move about its axis or about any point or axis. And there is minimum potential energy. And have minimum potential energy. If these three conditions are satisfied by an object, then it will be in equilibrium. It will be in equilibrium. Okay. Now the next thing is very, very important thing, a boat river problem. A boat river problem. And this concept you can be understand by taking an numerical. By taking a numerical, you can learn this thing. Boat river problem. Boat river problem. Now feel a condition by this numerical. A river of 500 meters wide. river of 500 meters wide flows at a rate of 4 kilometers per hour. River speed is 4 kilometers per hour. A swimmer who can swim at 8 kilometers per hour in still water. In still water. In still water, what is the value of swimmer velocity? 8 kilometers. Wishes to cross the river Styx. Wishes to cross the river Styx. He wants to cross this river in state manner. One bank to another state. Along what direction must he strike? Now the question number 1. Along what direction must he strike? Question mark. Second question. What should be his resultant velocity? What should be his notice his resultant velocity. Third, what is the time of crossing the river? What is the time of crossing the river? Now, these three things you have to calculate. First, second, and third. Firstly, direction. Second, resultant velocity. And third one is time. Now, solution of what is the direction? For taking the direction, let us design a diagram for river, its width, location, everything. Suppose this is the river. Okay, and its width is 500 meters. 500 meters. This is the width of the river. And the flow. What is the velocity of this river? VR is 4 kilometers per hour. Okay. Now design this numerical in this way. Suppose a swimmer is at point O. And wants to strike here. Straight. This path. Straight. Striking point. Final point he wants to strike here. This way. From there to there. This is initial. And this is will be 5. And its velocity. What is its velocity? Swimmer velocity 8 kilometers per hour. Okay. But if this swimmer wants to strike here, then obviously this thing is obvious. It will, it should move. It should move in this direction, means upstream with this velocity. Velocity of swimmer is what? 8 kilometers per hour. If he is moving in this direction, then it will reach at this point. Suppose C point is this. Okay. If swimmer moves along OA direction, then it will reach at point C. Okay, no doubt is here. This is the condition. Then you have to calculate in first this angle theta, because your first question is along what direction must he strike? He wants to strike straight, but the question is along what direction? Because if he move in this direction straight, then it can't move. It can't reach at point C. It will reach at this point there, because river flow is also there. So feel this thing. Now this is the direction of swimmer, 8 kilometer per hour with velocity, and this is river velocity in this direction. You can take along AC, OA swimmer, AC river. Okay, and you can see here this is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle, and you want to calculate this value theta, and it can be easily calculated by taking sine theta, because these two value you have 8 kilometer and this one is 4 kilometer per hour. What is sine theta? PBP HHB, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular is what? In front of theta, this side is perpendicular 4, and this is hypotenuse 8. 4 to the 8, 1 by 2. Sine theta is 1 by 2. Whenever you can take this value 1 by 2, when the value of theta is 30 degree. Okay, so if swimmer put efforts in 30-degree direction with this velocity, then it will reach at point C, and straight path it can be covered. Now the next, what should be his resultant velocity? Now this is the velocity of swimmer. This is the velocity of river. And you know very well, if there are two velocity on an object at a time, at a particular time, at an instant, then the resultant velocity is this. Because swimmer initial point is this and final is this. So this is the resultant velocity of swimmer, VRS. You can take this velocity VRS. But how you can calculate this VRS? How you can calculate this VRS? This is the right angle triangle, and according to Pythagoras theorem or resultant triangle law, you can also apply here. Okay, you can also apply triangle law here. Now not triangle law, because theta is not given in between these two vectors, AC and this one. You can use Pythagoras theorem here. Pythagoras theorem. Yes. Here from there you can take. One is this, another is this. Then you can take this thing. But no need. You can directly use this thing. Resultant of velocity. This is perpendicular. This is base. This is hypotenuse, and you know very well hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Firstly, we are taking this. What is perpendicular value? 4 square. What is hypotenuse square value? Hypotenuse 8, 8 whole square plus base square. Now 8 square is 64 minus 4 square is 16 is equal to base square. You can take under root of that. 64 minus 16, 54, 648. 48 under the root. And what is the value of 6.9 something? 6.9 something. 6.9. Yes, 6.9 kilometer per hour. So not meter per second, kilometer per hour. This is your another answer. Now the third is, what is the time of crossing the river? How can you calculate time? For time, you know very well, velocity is equal to distance upon time. And from there to there, how much distance is there? 500 meters. And what is the velocity from there to there? VRS, which is 48 under the root. Okay, from there you can take S upon VRS. What is the value of S? 500 meters. And what is VRS? Root 48. But this value is in kilometers per hour. Now meter to kilometer, we can write in this way. Now all these things are in correct way. 500 to 1 upon 48 4 root 3 into 2. 1 upon 8 root 3. R in R. You can take this time period in second also. You can convert these hours into second, minutes, days, anything. After this, Rain Man problem. Now the next question is of Rain Man problem. Moving man, you can take Rain Man problem. I am writing here in short. Now, fill this numerical. A man is walking on a level road. A man is walking on a level road at a speed of 3 kilometers per hour. Man speed is 3 kilometers per hour. Raindrops fall vertically with the speed. Rain drops fall vertically with a speed of 4 kilometers per hour. Rains are falling with 4 km per hour vertically downward. Find the velocity of the raindrop with respect to find the velocity of raindrops with respect to man. In which direction the man should hold his umbrella? Another question is this: in which direction the man should hold his umbrella to protect himself from it? To protect himself from rain. Now, this is the numerical which you have to solve. There are two things. What is the velocity? Relative velocity, we can take here the word relative velocity. Now, what is the situation? A man is moving. Okay. Suppose a man is moving in this direction, horizontally, on the road, moving with 3 km per hour. A man is moving with this velocity of man in this direction. But the velocity of rain in this direction, falling 4 km per hour. This is velocity of rain. You can take here, angle is 90 degrees. Angle is 90 degrees. In this type of question, umbrella question is this: umbrella will oppose, is in the direction opposite to the rainfall. That's why you have to take here the man velocity not in this direction, means Vm is equal to plus 3 km per hour to minus 3 km per hour, but in this direction. You have to take man velocity with negative in opposite manner, because you want to know where the raindrops attack. At what point raindrop attack? Suppose a man is moving in this direction and rain is falling, and you can feel this thing. Rain will fall on the man in this direction, like this. Okay, and this man should have to open his umbrella in this direction to protect himself. Okay, so to know the velocity of rain with respect to man, you have to take the velocity of man in reverse order, in opposite direction, because this is the point from where two vectors are arising, one of rain, another of man, and the resultant velocity of rain with respect to man you can take in this direction. And how can you solve this thing? This velocity is 4, this velocity is 3, and this is diagonal of a parallelogram, or you can say this is also the use as a, this is velocity VR, and this thing you can take here also, VR. So Pythagoras you can also apply here. This is 3, this is 4. Now using Pythagoras, VRM square is equal to Vm square plus Vr square, rain velocity. So Vrm is equal to under the root Vm is 3 square plus Vr is 4 square. From there, you can write 9 plus 16 under the root, and Vrm value will be equal to 25 under the root 5 kilometer per hour. This is the velocity of rain, 5 kilometer per hour. But now the question is this: in what direction umbrella should be held by this man? In what direction? You can determine this angle theta or 90 minus theta. Any angle you can determine in this situation, but you have to tell in the last this angle is along with the direction of man or rain. Remember this. Then how can you calculate the direction of this umbrella? By taking tangent theta. Tangent theta. If this is theta, this is also theta. This is perpendicular and this is base 4 by 3. Perpendicular upon base 4 by 3. 4 by 3 is what? Four by three or 4 by 3 with man, or what is the value of 4 by 3? 3 by 4 tangent theta 3 by 4 36 degree 52 minutes. If 4 by 3 is this, it means 90 minus this thing. 90 minus 36, 4, 8, 3, 5, 53 degree 8 minutes. Theta is equal to 53 degree 8. Not 8. .48 minutes. Yeah. So this angle is